Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first ever Jeff Kender for U.S. Senate webcast. I'd like to give you a little brief introduction about myself and why I've decided to enter this U.S. Senate campaign. One reason why I decided to enter this U.S. Senate campaign is I am totally fed up with the politics as usual. I'm fed up with Washington. I'm fed up with the way things work. The people don't get to decide who represents them anymore. It's the establishment. And people say that we can't win this race because we're not rich or we're not well connected. Well, this is a grassroots effort, and I hope everyone ends up joining our campaign because we plan to make a difference. I plan to represent the people. The common man is all I am. To give you a little brief introduction of myself, I come from a long list and generations of coal miners. My great-grandfather and my grandfather and my dad were coal miners. My dad was lucky enough to get a union job when I was just a baby. My mother suffered from Crohn's disease her whole life, so I learned a lot about the healthcare system. There was some of my mother's surgeries that would run $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. It would have wiped our family out if it wasn't for my dad's insurance through his United Mine Workers job. And later in life, I decided to attend Morehead State University. I lived in Morehead for many years. I'm a proud graduate of Morehead State University. And a little while into my college days, I became a father. Once my son was 1 year old, me and my son's wife separated, got a divorce, and I became a single father. I've raised my son by myself since he's been a year old. My son's 11 now, so I am a proud single parent. Besides being a single parent, I'm a United Steelworkers member. I work at a factory, and I work 12-hour shifts. And despite the fact that I work 12-hour shifts, I'm willing to give it all for this campaign. Every free second I've got, I'm willing to work, to get out there, to listen to what the people has to say. That's what I've been doing for a long time. I've been listening, talking to the people, and just like you guys, I'm just totally fed up with the way that everything is going. We are grassroots. We're not well connected. It's been the common man. I've had many minimum wage jobs. And while I've been a single father, there have been times I've had to work 2 jobs at a time. One of the most rewarding jobs I've ever worked was being a physical education teacher. Now, I was a substitute, but I had my own gym class, and it was a very rewarding experience. So I know a little bit about the education system too. And I know some of the difficulties that our teachers unions face, especially with the Republicans wanting to go to the private school vouchers and stuff. I'm a proud proponent and fighter for public education. Most of our greatest people comes from the public education system. Now, don't get me wrong. If you go to a private school, Christian school, Catholic school, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Even homeschool. That's your choice. But I do support our teachers union, and I do support the public education system. Now, getting about some issues. A lot of people ask me where I stand on energy. I'm an all-of-the-above energy proponent. Now, I know coal is a huge thing in Kentucky, and I believe there has been an overreach of the EPA. I do like the thought of natural gas, using solar, wind, whatever we can use. But to think that the United States can carry the burden of climate change when we have countries like India and China burning coal. Another big problem I have is foreign aid. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that the United States of America must take care of home first. We have veterans that are in need of service. We have homeless veterans. We have homeless citizens out there. But yet you want to tell me that we can send millions and billions to other countries. And then some of these other countries that we send money to, they don't even help us in our fights overseas in the Middle East. They won't even send ground forces. Candidates that I see running for office on the presidential side and many other races across the country does have one thing correct. The system is screwed up. Everybody that says that it is. But the people that has been a part of the system, people like Mitch McConnell, that's been in office for over 30 years, people like Rand Paul, the current United States Senator from Kentucky, the guy's office that I plan to take, yeah, he's been part of the problem. And it's pretty bad that he's been off running for president the last 4 years. Officially, it may just be for a little while, but behind the scenes, I think he's always been running for president. I want to point out, that's one central aspect of my campaign, is I am for term limits. If 2 terms is good enough for any president that we elect in the United States of America, why is 2 terms not good enough for any senator or congressman? Just let me know that. That's why we have the career politicians. I don't believe every politician is corrupt when they go to Washington. But if you hang around Washington for 20 or 30 years, I believe that most people do become corrupt. But it don't matter. I'm not here to talk about Rand Paul. I'm here to talk about our race. Because first of all, we got to win in May. And it's going to be a fight. I'd look for some more candidates to enter the race, and that's fine. That's democracy. I believe in a free and open political environment. And I like to say that we got an invitation to a debate that's going to be happening at the end of February. And I like to thank that for that offer, for that debate. It's really appreciated. I look forward to debating the issues with any Democrat that steps forward for the United States Senate. This is a monumental effort, and I know that starting off with very little funds, really just a hope and a dream, and some friends that's volunteering, that it could be historic. And that's why I want you guys to join. Because this is all about us. The Christmas time coming up. Everyone wants to get their kids Christmas gifts, their family Christmas gifts, loved ones. And it's so hard when you're making such low wages to live and to pay all your bills and be able to do what you want to for Christmas. Also, I want to say before I forget, I do wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Also, I want to tell everyone, let's not forget that Jesus is the reason for the season when it comes to Christmas. The money and politics. Our government is being bought and sold. It is time to call wrongs out when they're wrong. I am one candidate that does not fear any politician. I will get up in any politician's face and tell them that they are wrong if they're wrong. I will be your screaming voice in the Senate. I know that the people want at least one common person senator out of 100. I will be that one. I will go and fight for you every day. I'm willing to take on that challenge. And once again, I really appreciate you guys viewing this broadcast and taking this time out. I know it's a busy time of the season. But once again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Keep a check on us. We'll be listing future campaign events, endorsements, all kinds of stuff. And I really thank you for your support in this fight to change Washington, D.C. Thank you again. God bless.